In 3, 2, 1.
What if I told you that there was an old computer game that could teach you how to make one of the coolest, most creative, and easiest to make machines of all time? On today's episode, we're going to show you that incredible game and the machine it helped build. Let's get to it.
Oh my god, it actually worked.
For those who still don't know what game we're talking about, it's the Incredible Machine. It was released back in 1993. Oh hey, the same year I was born. For PC and DOS. Essentially, every level is like a Rube Goldberg machine, where you have to take a very simple task and make it as complicated as possible. Need to turn the kitchen sink on? Don't just turn the handle, you wrinkly bag of wrong. Attach a string to the handle, which is attached to a toy car, going down a racetrack made of toilet paper rolls. Basically, you can keep adding layers of complexity to your machine until you've created something with 10, 15, or even 20 steps. In the Incredible Machine, every puzzle has a request for you that you need to accomplish, like putting a basketball through a hoop, popping all the helium balloons, or breaking Bob the Fish's fishbowl, thereby rendering him completely unable to survive, and not only that everyone, you put him near shards of glass. Good job. So how does this game teach you anything, you might be wondering? From our experience while streaming the game, twitch.tv/SuperMoistBois, we were able to learn the 10 commandments of adding layers to these machines, with the final commandment tying everything together. Before we start talking about the commandments in depth, we needed to pick up all our supplies. We traveled to our nearest dollar store and grabbed everything we needed. Remember, creativity is king here. A lot of what we needed were objects we already had at home. With our inventory in place, we can finally begin constructing our ultimate machine. Commandment number 1, thou shalt use compressed air to push objects forward. Such a simple concept, right? Fill a balloon with air, clamp it with a clothespin, and release the air to push the balloon forward. You could also use helium, but you're better off saving that for situations where you need the balloon to rise instead of fall. You can also change the size and shape of the balloon to better pinpoint where it will be pushed. The Incredible Machine utilizes helium balloons a lot in its levels, mostly for tugging at string or being a popping requirement. Knowing this, we filled a balloon with air, clamped it shut, and placed a toy car in front of it. Why a toy car, you ask? Well, commandment number 2, thou shalt use momentum to keep things rolling. You got marbles, billiards balls, toy cars? All are fantastic examples of this commandment. If you could take an object that can easily roll along a track, you can heavily manipulate the speed and direction, yielding very optimal results. The game shows this off too with their bowling balls and conveyor belts, except the game goes one step further by utilizing the weight of the ball as well. When you take the time to find all the benefits of each item, you can come up with incredibly creative machines like the one we made. Knowing this, we made sure that the toy car was able to race down a track, utilizing the push from the balloon. Plus, we made sure there was a long wall of bricks begging to be toppled. Look at them, bulging with anticipation. Commandment number 3, thou shalt utilize levers, because levers are neat. Remember when you were a kid and you were playing on the seesaws? When both kids were the same size, it was a smooth ride. But when, the big kid decides to play and he, sat down too fast, the other kid just ended up getting tossed across the playground. That's levers. The game uses this concept a lot in its puzzles, having you drop bowling balls on one side to propel the other bowling ball across the level. It really helps with covering large gaps. So, we grabbed a pencil and ruler, placed a marble on one end, and with a bit of gravity, we can drop the final brick on the other side and propel the marble upwards. And speaking of gravity, commandment number 4, Thou shalt allow gravity to do its thing. Seriously, marbles have weight too, you know. Gravity will help it fall down faster and, in turn, increase the energy released upon impact. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish with gravity by your side. The game, as stated before, utilizes gravity and weight constantly to solve its puzzles. As for our machine, the marble from before will shoot up and fall down into a plastic cup, utilizing its weight to pull the cup downwards. Why does that matter, you ask? Commandment number 5. Thou shalt stay tense, but only while using string. Ah, string. Beautiful, glorious string. You can do so much with a bit of string. Being able to tie things in place, turn levers through tension, pull faraway objects, you name it, and string can probably do it. In the game, it looks more like a rope, but you will see how important the rope becomes in each level. It is used to manipulate balloons, trigger guns, and pull down light bulb strings or blinds. Knowing this, we decided to use weight and gravity for our string, hanging a plastic cup in the air. Once the marble reaches the cup, the extra weight will help pull the string. What will happen after that? Commandment number 6. Thou shalt gatekeep until they're ready to handle it. So get this. You can have moments where an object must be held in place until needed. To do this, you can put up a wall. You can use cardboard, playing cards, or even a folded up piece of paper. But how would you open that gate? Well, that's up to you. In the game, a gate is usually bypassed through momentum and gravity, but you can also simply tie a string to the gate using a paper clip, for example. And once the string is pulled, it will naturally lift the gate. So for our machine, we did exactly that. That allowed us to use a second marble. Commandment number 7. Thou shalt use books. Well, their spines at least. Ramps in the Incredible Machine are fantastic for changing the flow of the puzzle. You can use them to build momentum, guide the balls, or even push a balloon downward. In real life, ramps can be easily made using books. They're often heavy enough to remain stable while a marble rolls down their spine, so you can increase the size of the machine exponentially. Commandment number 8. Thou shalt give the audience the unexpected. Let me tell you, when we got to the first stage with the monkey, I was completely enthralled. Having a monkey be enticed by a banana hidden behind some drapes, so much so that it will ride the bicycle for eternity, which allows you to spin conveyor belts.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
So make sure when you make your machine, you throw in something silly, outrageous, and creative in there. We did something silly with our computer monitor. Stick around for the end result to see what it was. Commandment number 9. Thou shalt ASMR the popsicle sticks. Okay, this one's gonna be tough to tie in with the game, but hear me out. There's a trick you can do with popsicle sticks that allows you to snap them consistently, making things look super chaotic. The sounds made are super satisfying too. If you have a xylophone laying around, that would be the best and simplest execution of this commandment. You literally just have a marble roll down the xylophone. The game doesn't really show this off that much, but it's worth mentioning that the music in this game is surprisingly fun, catchy, and unique. You probably noticed that we've put a different song in each commandment, right? This game has over 16 songs that play while solving its puzzles. And isn't that a breath of fresh air for a game this old? So now that we've covered a lot of concepts in Rube Goldberg Machines, you're probably wondering what the golden ticket commandment will cover. This is the most important one, as it will guarantee that your machine will be set apart from all the others. Commandment number 10. Thou shalt ensure your machine served a purpose. It's such a simple concept and one I hinted at earlier in the video. In the Incredible Machine, every puzzle has a request for you that you need to accomplish. But what's the point of making a machine that did not serve a purpose? Take ours, for example. The popsicle sticks exploded and made cool noises, but was that our purpose for making this? Or was it another level in the grand scheme? Did we have a message to deliver or a goal to be achieved? So what do we do now? Well, we add purpose to our machine, of course. We have a message to give you, and now it's time for you to hear it.
In 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, it actually worked.
And with that, we have successfully made a Rube Goldberg machine using the Incredible Machine as a guide. But you know, just telling you to subscribe with a sign made of glitter may have been a bit underwhelming for some of you. Perhaps some of you noticed that the machine wasn't done yet. Maybe, just maybe, there's an element of surprise at play here too. Just plain mousetrap!
It's a zany action, a crazy contraption. The fun is catching its mousetrap. The game is mousetrap. You build a contraption to trap the other mice, but don't get caught yourself.
It's the crazy crazy
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Make sure to like, comment,
and subscribe.
what he said.